Challenger, rocket him into the sky. Nothing can stop me tonight. You make me feel invincible, earthquake powerful, just like a tidal wave. You make me brave. You're my titanium fight song, raising up like the roar of victory in a stadium. Who can touch me? 'Cause I'm who can stop me tonight? You make me.
Welcome to my world.
What's going on there, everybody? This is Sebastian Mammoth, and I'm going to show you all the Godzilla x Kong New Empire toys in this video as a little preview of what I'm going to show you at the live stream. These toys that you are about to see are made by Playmates and Jada. That's right, Jada and Playmates have decided to join forces into making Godzilla x Kong toys together. For Jada's side, there are 5 of them. There are 4 metal figs and 1 12-inch RC figure. I'll put a link in the description to Jada's website if I can get a chance. Okay, so what do we have here? So here are the metal figs of Godzilla, Kong, Skarking, and Shimo, and here's the back of their boxes. And here are pictures of the 4 metal figs together and in individual pictures. We've got Godzilla, Kong, Skarking, and Shimo. Here are the 4 standing together, and here are 3 of the 3 standing together and defeating Skarking, and here are the 4 of them together about to fight. And this is actually pretty cool. I mean, I've never seen Jada do anything like this before. Now let's go to Playmates' side. Playmates actually has some more of their own, and they fire back with their GVK successor line, GXK. Unlike 2020, they actually have more in store, and for this wave, there are 6 6-inch figures, 3 7-inch figures, actually 4, 2 Titan Roar masks, a crystal set, and 3 11-inch figures, and 2 dioramas as well. I'll put a link in the description to Playmates' website if I can get a chance. But now let's see the toys. So here is Godzilla Evolved. Here he is right here, and he's got translucent dorsal fins and a heat ray, which are translucent color. Some of the fins look a bit transparent, and he's pink, which I can understand since we've seen Godzilla's atomic blast go from blue to purple to orange to red, but now pink. This is actually going to be a fun ride. And next we have Godzilla with Heat Ray, which was actually an unexpected surprise, and don't worry, I promise we'll circle back around to the metal figs without commentary. And actually this one's my favorite, because I've heard this, that in this film we're going to see him in his old form one last time before he goes in evolution. And unlike his GVK counterpart, his fins are not translucent, but he's got a new Heat Ray color, which is translucent, and a new tail. And he has the same battle damage reveal, which is on his chest. I mean, just look at that. This looks so cool. And here's a photo of him fighting his evolved self. I mean, this is probably not going to happen, but still, would be nice to see that. But just like Heat Ray Godzilla, his bio looks exactly the same as Godzilla vs. Kong, only this time without the battles Kong to settle an ancient rivalry part. Okay, so here's the other figures. So here's Kong with Beast Glove. There he is, and yeah, a lot of memes about this Beast Glove right here, because people are actually calling it the Infinity Gauntlet, or the Infinity Konglet, which does make sense, as it looks like Thanos' glove, but not entirely. So here's the Beast Glove. That's Bio-Enhanced Anatomic Seismic Thunder Glove. And he also comes with a brand new heave, or as I like to call it, the new and improved Hollow Earth Anti-Gravity Vehicle. And, yeah, it looks to be in the shape of a Titan's head or something, but respect to Apex and Monarch for making that type of heave. Now here's Skarking with Whip Slash, and there's been some speculation on the Whip Slash there, because it looks like the dead skeleton of a Warbat right there. Because look at the jaw. It looks to be like a Warbat's body, but who knows. But here's Skarking using it. And here is another unexpected surprise. Here's Suko with Titanus Doug, which is actually a cute little set, since it comes with both Suko and Doug. And oddly a rock, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I don't know if Zuko's gonna either encounter Doug at the end or somewhere in the film. Who knows? And here's Shimo with Frostbite Blast, which is actually a very spoilery figure, so if you're watching this and you don't have this, I highly suggest you turn back now if you don't want spoilers. But for those who don't want to be spoiled, so Shimo here, her name actually means frost or gray hair in Japanese. Meanwhile in Swahili, it means hole or abyss, which is actually very interesting. You can have her stand and do that little photo on the diorama box. You can even have her sit down like a dog. Isn't that neat? So here are some photos I did, and here are original Godzilla and Shimo together using their weapons, and here are the fearsome foursome using their weapons. Here's a little photo of Zuko touching Shimo's nose, but I'm not sure if that will happen, but if it does, then so adorable. And here is Shimo betraying and fighting Scar King, if Shimo gets out of his control, that is. And here's a scale shot of all the figures together, and I really like the Kong and Godzilla figures, and especially like the Heat Ray Goji and the Shimo Frostbite Blast figure. I'm honestly glad that Playmates is giving Godzilla's 2019/24 design a proper send-off figure. So cool. Okay, so here are the dioramas they came out with. So the first one here is Godzilla vs. Shimo, aka their original counterparts, but battle damaged. And here's the back of the box of the toys, and oh yeah, and here's a close-up of the figures. And there's also a Kong vs. Scar King set, which is a pretty fiery-ish, if you could call it that. And here's the back of their boxes with prototype forms, and here's a photo of Kong and Scar King about to fight. And now, here are the 7-inch figures they came out with, so here's the Battle Roar Godzilla Evolved. And it seems like they're learning their mistakes from Godzilla vs. Kong. Why, you ask? They finally filled in the screw holes, because as you saw with Battle Roar Godzilla from GVK, his body was exposed with screw holes. Meanwhile, the one we have now is not exposed. And here are the sound effects for Battle Roar Godzilla Evolved. And here's a 7-inch Battle Roar Kong, which looks pretty dark and much better than his GVK counterpart. Unfortunately, Playmates did not learn their mistakes from last time. They did not fill in the screw holes for Kong, yet they filled the screw holes for Godzilla. And now, let's have a listen to Kong's sounds. Now let's have a listen to both Godzilla and Kong's sounds. And here's the Battle Roar Scar King. And interestingly enough, his battery compartment is blocked by the whip slash, but it can be removed a bit so that way you can access his LR44 batteries. But now let's hear his sound effects. Now it's time for a roar off. Now, just so you all know, I do not have the Hollow Earth Crystals or Titan Evolution Godzilla yet. But don't worry, I'll find them. And don't worry, if I don't find them, I'll do an updated live stream of showing you all the toys, including those. So stay tuned for that. Alright, let's switch back to Jada for their Heat Ray Breath Godzilla RC. So here are some photos I took, including a little walkthrough for it. Here's his remote, which has 4 buttons: forward, left and right, roar, and heat ray. So let's have a look at all of his sounds and effects. Alright, now let's switch back to Playmates. So here are their Titan Roar masks of Godzilla and Kong. And don't worry, in case you're all wondering, the boxes are still intact. I just have them in a little closet. And don't worry, I promise I'll show them in the live stream. Sorry if I'm stuttering, everybody. But now, let's hear Titan Roar Godzilla's mask sounds. Yeah, I had a little problem keeping my mouth open while doing this, so sorry about that. And now, let's get to Kong. Alright, so now onto the 11-inch figures now. So, our first one here, this is the giant Godzilla Evolved, aka the first GXK toy to be leaked. And it seems like they did not learn their mistakes from GVK, since they did not fill in the screw holes either for this one. And here's a close-up of the 11-inch Godzilla Evolved. And there's also an 11-inch Kong, a giant Kong with Beast Glove, which is very big and giant. Here's a little comparison shot between 2024 Kong and his 2020/21 self. And I'm starting to notice now that giant Kong's mouth is closed and GXK's Kong's mouth is open. And here's a little scale shot of our two titans roaring together. And here's an 11-inch giant Scar King with Whip Slash, which his Whip Slash was very hard to pop off and hard to pop back on. But I'm gonna keep it off of him. And here are two titans fighting Scar King. Alright, so now we're gonna circle back, and this time I'm gonna put on some music from the GXK trailer, so enjoy!
to my word.
And that's that. All of the GXK toys I will show you at the live stream. And don't worry, I once again I'll find the crystals and the Titan Evolution Godzilla. And yeah, that's all for now. Be sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all on March 29th, 2024 for the GXK live stream. Have a good day or night, and I will chat with you later. See you soon.